Bro, my shit ice cold, traeyoung. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a speed. Bust you down in all the VVs. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like traeyoung. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like traeyoung.
Shit ice cold, traeyoung.
Bro, my shit ice cold, traeyoung. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VVs. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like traeyoung. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like traeyoung.
Shit ice cold, traeyoung.
What's good, gang? What's good? Can y'all hear me? Testing. My bad for the camera quality. You know, your boy's I'm out of the country right now. But let me drop the link. Whoever need to tap in, come tap in. Another disappointing effort by the Atlanta Hawks. Another loss to a team that on paper we should beat. Once again, sorry for the video quality. I'm going straight off my laptop. Sorry for the microphone, the audio quality. Going straight off the laptop as I'm out here in Italy right now, man. I'm all the way out here in Italy, tapping into this fucking game. And it's crazy. You jump out, you have an amazing first quarter. Good first quarter. Amazing first quarter compared to that bullshit we had the other night. And then the whole team just fucking collapses, starting in the second quarter on to the end of the game. They just freaking collapse. And the shit is starting to get on my nerve. You can't do nothing. I'm gonna tell you what this team need, man. I'm gonna tell you what this team need. We need a number 2, a number 3, a number 4, a number 5, a fucking head coach, and we need an owner who's gonna spend some fucking money. I'm tired of the fucking bullshit, man. I can't even go on vacation, and these dudes can't beat teams. These dudes ain't won shit the whole month. How you getting your ass whipped by these dudes, man? You can't, listen, bro. You can't win with Traeyoung. We can't win without Traeyoung. We can't score with Traeyoung. We can't, excuse me, we can't stop other teams from scoring with Traeyoung. We can't score 100 points when he ain't playing. What the fuck? If you're gonna put on this type of performance, play the young dudes. Let me look at these stats, man. Listen, bro. Listen. What the fuck was Jalen Johnson at tonight? Where was he at tonight? I'm over here thinking we got a LeBron James light, and he a fucking no-show for 2 fucking games. Offensively. Where the fuck is bruh? Then we out here, we just let him disrespect the dude doing the little Traeyoung shit. We are fucking awful. Bruh, just start the fuck over, dog. Start over. Let's look at these numbers real quick, man. Check it out. You can't allow a team. How did they beat our ass the other night? From the 3. What is our adjustment to defend a 3-point shot? Nothing. So then they come out and they shoot fucking 50% from 3. Listen, we took 34 threes. They took 32. They shot 50, almost 50% from 3. How the fuck do we can't stop it. And I'm tired. People keep telling me the same thing. Mine, it's the players. When we gonna start holding this coach accountable for this fucking bullshit? It's the same shit all year. It's the same shit. And I know what people gonna come up here. Well, look, man, bro, let's keep it a fucking buck. With Traeyoung, we still gonna fucking lose. Why do I say that? Look at our fucking record. What is the difference? We are under 500 with Traeyoung. You're under 500 without Traeyoung. I don't know what the fuck Murray be doing out that motherfucker. Okay? I don't know what the fuck oh my fucking God, bro. Bro, how many times we gonna sit here and watch Bogey overhelp and just give up the corner 3? It's every fucking night. Every fucking night. It's the same shit, bro. Can somebody tell me what has changed? What has changed? It's the same. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I bet everybody who come up here and whatever they say, I bet you I could go back and find a video from that same person before January, and I guarantee you they saying the same shit. When is something going to change? Nobody has talked. Nothing has changed. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, bro. I'm gonna shut up, man. Okay? Because I don't want these people out here in Italy think I'm fucking a wacko. Okay? Fucking with this bum ass team. We need a legit, we need everything. Because nothing works. Nothing works. Nothing. Went out here and got an $8 million coach and we getting worse results. We are worse. I'm going to pull up our record. Somebody, finisher, if you can, please pull up our record last year this time. What was our record last year this time? Because we are worse than we was last year. And I don't give a, listen, let me shut up. I'm going to shut up. We got the homeboy Archie in the building, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I had to express myself, man. Cause
man, talk to me, man. What?
Man, Quinn a bitch. I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know what else we can do, man.
Talk to me. He had, bro. I was just waiting for Bogey to get off the floor because it was like, it was so awful watching him sell every shot. Like, just Bogey was awful. Bogey was Bogey was off. I put JJ on a parlay. I almost forgot. I let it go. I was just like, I'm gonna let it go. And then then you started talking about JJ, and I was like, fuck, that nigga done lost me some money. So it's yeah, man. Quinn is that rotation was really bad. DeJounte had 11 assists, but it didn't matter. Um, I thought Clint played really good, but we just kind of wasted a good Clint game, so it didn't really matter. Buffy did the right things, but it didn't end right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his process was there. I didn't like DeJounte's process, and I feel like the dribble penetration was a lot less when Buffkin was in the game. When Bogey came back into the game in the third quarter, Dennis Schroeder just got to the rim anytime he wanted to. Then Smith Jr. getting to the rim anytime they wanted to. They giving up back screens. They not making no threes. Jalen would not push in transition at all. DeJounte cannot play pick and roll offense. Jalen presented himself beautifully tonight. I'm not gonna hold you. Jalen played Howard. Jalen mad because he kept playing cute. He was just cute with the basketball the whole game. He didn't push in transition. I felt like Jalen would screen. He would set the screen and he would roll beautifully, but DeJounte would hesitate every time. Every time to it. DeJounte couldn't find him at all. Like he needs Trey. Like he's not. You need and then matter of fact, shout out to Hunter. We gotta look at the positives. We can't just talk about the negatives. Actually, it was absolutely negative, but DeAndre was balling, and yeah, that shit made me mad. It was, yeah, DeJounte got. I'm not. I don't want to get into this either or thing because I like all the players because they rep where we live, what we're fans of, but he can't make easy buckets for people, and that's so obvious. It's so obvious, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. JJ gotta dunk the ball. Let Kobe rock, like, cause it don't make no sense. Cause DeJounte played damn near 40 minutes, right? I
Yep.
think you're on mute. DeJounte played damn near 40 minutes, and it's over with. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Jalen, dunk the fucking basketball. That's all I gotta say. Just dunk the fucking basketball. That's
All
it.
right, my guy.
I'm good.
Salute to the homeboy Archie, man. Thanks for tapping in, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Let's move on to Incog. Talk to me, man. You on mute. You on mute.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's going
There you
on
go.
with you, man?
Another motherfucking loss, dog.
How your vacation going? But hey, man, let me get into it, man. Hey, look here, man. We all know the Hawks. They basically running the same team back, as last year without John Collins. So I mean, you're getting the same results. I'm sorry, and people talk about the coach. I mean, y'all blame the coach a little bit, but I mean, you gotta blame the players, man. I mean, you got some real problems when it comes to talent, raw talent. You know, you got Garrison Matthews coming out there. You got Kobe Buffkin. He a rookie. I mean, I love Sadiq Bey, but he hot and cold. You got DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter had a good first half, but he disappears. He doesn't play a whole game. He just disappears. And you got one positive. I say Bruno Fernando. Bruno Fernando. He was taking care of business in the first half, but I mean in the second half, you know, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think one thing that Quinn needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would but he really can't. But sometimes you gotta go with your big lineup in Bruno and Capella at the same time. And sometimes you gotta go with Murray and Buffkin at the same time. Because especially with Murray and Buffkin, because I mean Bogey, he was just throwing the ball away and just jacking up threes, and you just can't have that. But the
Fact.
problem is you don't have nobody behind him. You got Garrison Matthews behind him. You gonna put him in the game? So I mean, what do you have as a coach? I don't think the GM has given him enough talent. And in the off season, just like I said, in the off season, we decided to give money to Onyeka and pretty much run the same team back. And it is what it is. So I mean, for me going forward, man, I love to see some of the young folks play. I like to give me Joyner. Where my boy Mikey at? What his
Mhm.
I like to see Joyner come in. At least he'll give us some energy. Give me Lundy instead of Garrison Matthews. I mean, see what they got, man. Because right now they don't have it. They don't have the energy.
Go on,
So,
Econ. Keep going. Keep going.
oh, okay. But I mean, right now you just don't have the energy, man. I mean, what can you do as a coach? You you can cuss them out. I mean, you can take them out the game, but who you gonna put in the game? Who do you have? You don't got nobody. You Trent
We ain't got
Forrest,
nothing. We ain't got nothing, man. They
Trent
had an
Forrest,
opportunity.
Garrison Matthews, Wesley Matthews.
They
Man,
had an
all them need to go. They
They
ain't
had an
they ain't worth
opportunity to
nothing.
add. They had an opportunity to add, but they chose to go back to bring Trent Forrest back.
Man, please, that man need to be in the G League. I don't
I mean,
know.
why is Garrison Matthews still on the team?
Man, because I don't know. Maybe he got something with Kyle Corver or something. I don't. Garrison Matthew, man, he where my boy the analyst at? He MIA. I mean, he the one wanted to bring the band back. What? And he disappeared when what? I mean, come on, dog. I mean, he MIA just like Garrison. Man, please, man, he ain't. Mm-mm. Man, give me London. Give me London, give me ETN, and give me Joanna. Give me these three, and take Garrison Matthew, Forrest, and somebody else back to the G League, and we'll have at least we'll have some energy. We might get
Yeah.
blown out. I mean, we getting blown out now, but at least we'll have some energy. Them boys, they play with energy. Matter and shout out to the Skyhawks. I think they got a game tonight. I need to go. Get my mind off this crap.
If you
You
want to
see what
watch
I'm
some winning
saying?
basketball in Atlanta, you better go watch the Skyhawks.
I'm going to Sky and shout out to Muhammad Gay. He playing good. Bring him up. Bring that
I
man
mean,
up, and then we can play a big lineup.
at this point, all options should be on the table.
All options. That's it. That's it. I mean, what can
All
you
right, my
do?
guy. Let me move on to solution, man, so I can get to the open forum, man, so I can hop
All
off
right.
this thing.
Okay.
What's good, solution? Talk to me, man.
Hey, I'm feeling just like you, man. I mean, it's
Man,
nothing good. I've never seen a team that take two step forwards and then they take two steps back. And I'm like really having to like take like a really, really like in-depth look, psychological look at this team. And yeah, I mean, we can't blame owners. We can't blame GMs. You know why? Because they don't play the game. First of all, the GMs gave most of these players we got extensions. Capella got extensions. Hunter got extension. Traeyoung got a max contract. We just gave Double O money. So they believe in the players. Like you don't get promoted and get paid if your owner or your GM don't feel like you can do the job, right? So that's the only thing that I've seen from like anything positive from this team, and it doesn't really have much to do with what winning. Like it's all personal accolades, and I just feel like when I watch this team, and they give us a little glimpse of hope, and then they get blowed out yesterday. Then they gave us a little hope like they was gonna come out and compete, Once again, right there in the game at the second half. And this team has they have these consistent identities. Ain't that funny? Like third quarter, they disappear. Fourth quarter, close leads, trick the game off. And it hasn't been like something we've seen like in a day or a week. This has been going on for a long time. And you know what? It's going on under every coach we've had. And I'm starting to believe, Damon, that these guys are just here just to play for money. They're all just here just to try to make money, feed their families, get a max contract if they can. That's why we don't let nobody go. Because they just here, just that's the only thing they're here for, just to play and make money. And then, you got a GM that won't spend money. You got an owner that won't spend money. You got a GM that can't put a roster together. You got a coach that claims he don't have the players to run his system. And then you just got players running around there that don't understand winning basketball. Like this team doesn't know how to win consistently. And then from a construction standpoint, yeah, we look good against certain teams. But then when we go against a team that got size or they move very well without the ball, like Brooklyn got a lot of players that play off ball and they pass the ball well. They're very athletic than young. But then, you made a comment at the beginning. You said on paper we have a better team. This team has been breaking down their team for like the past 3 years. They let wasn't Irvin on the team?
Yep.
They got rid of Irvin. They got rid of Durant. They got rid of Harden. I'm gonna finish up at 3 All-Stars, man. I mean, we let Bridges look like I don't even know what you want to call it, but that's inexcusable to have Mikal Bridges have the kind of game he had tonight. Schroeder had a terrible first half. Cooked. I said it. I told Foot we had a quick halftime chat on Twitter with Gerald. I said if we don't stop Schroeder, we're gonna lose a fucking game. Fucking if I know this, why the fuck the assistant coaches and the Hawks don't know this? The same. You just had a sample size. What were they watching film and tape before this game? The same way they took us out in game one, they came with that philosophy in the second half, and they ran us off the fucking court, and Quinn couldn't do shit about it. It's like this team gives up. I don't know who they're giving up on. I don't know if they're giving up on themselves. I don't know if they're giving up on the coach. I don't know if they just don't give a fuck because the owner don't give a fuck. You know? And it's a very bad, toxic culture in Atlanta right now, Atlanta basketball. And when I look at the losses, like the team, like I was looking at Hunter. Hunter had a great game. I mean, Hunter wanted to express himself. He wanted to really shake his head. He don't show a lot of emotion, but it's like losing year after year and being in the plane and being mid doesn't rattle this team. Like they don't care, bro. So that's my comments on this. I just feel like we just got a bunch of players that's playing personally. They're just playing for their own accolades. I mean, DJ had a great game again. Bogey started off great, but he wasn't nowhere to be found. He's a fucking one-trick pony. He can't get past nobody. If he can't get a spot up corner three, he can't help us. And it's like we cannot play consistent basketball. We do it every once in a leap year. you know. But
Yeah.
man, I appreciate you coming on here, man. It's a very disappointing loss, man. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Quinn, it was. This is a. I mean, it's like you get blown out yesterday. We needed to split this game. We need to split this series because they're right on our ass. And there was like no sense of urgency in game one, and there was no sense of urgency in this one. But go and get to the next person. I'll wait along. I know, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time. Don't let this bring you down, man. We need to blow this up, like you said, though, bro.
Yeah, they trash, man. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
my guy. Let's move on to Marion. What's good, my guy?
Salute. Salute. I hope you're having a wonderful vacation.
Yep.
I only have a few things
Take
to
away
say.
this game.
I only have a few things to say. Quinn is an offensive coordinator. He's not a head coach, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is because he never made adjustments from the last game. That's why they're able to do the same thing this game that they did the last game. We looked good in the first half. It was a Herculean effort by Sadiq Bey and Hunter. But when we got to the second half, we didn't go back to it. The second the problem that we have is that Traeyoung is the only player that we have that can get to the rim with consistency. He's the only player that we have that can draw fouls. And believe it or not, you need a player who can draw fouls on your team in order to keep a lead and to break the pace. Going back to Quinn, we played the first half and he never called a timeout. When Mikal Bridges got started, Quinn just watched. He never called a timeout. He ran his hands through his hair, never called a timeout, never broke the momentum, and he allowed Mikal Bridges to get up. We was up by 12 points at one point, and we ended the second quarter up by 2, and really would have been tied. The third thing, Jalen is not assertive. We want him to be. We wish he was, but he's just not. Every time he gets the ball, he drives into the lane with a strong drive, and then he's looking to pass. That has to change if he's going to be the power forward. He needs to be able to take the ball. I've seen Bruno be more assertive in the paint than Jalen, and it shouldn't be that way because Jalen has the ball handling ability. He can shoot, he can pass, but when he gets into the paint, for some reason he reverts to looking for a pass instead of trying to attack the goal. What we need him to be like Sean Kemp. We need him to be like even Josh Smith. We need him to want to kill the rim every time he gets that close, but it's just not in him. He's not that assertive. And the last thing is that in the second half, DJ just went away from running the offense. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was whatever Brooklyn was doing, but in the first half he had 10 assists. In the second half he had 1 assist. He just wasn't passing the ball, and that affected Sadiq and Hunter because Sadiq and Hunter and even Clint need somebody to pass them the ball in order to be efficient, to be effective scorers. So you see this drop in points for the second half. I think at one point we scored like 18 points in the third quarter, and the reason being is because Kevin Ollie made adjustments. And Quinn, he must have went into the halftime and just looked at everybody. But I don't want to hold anybody too long. I want to hear from other people. But those are the 4 things that I noted from this game. And the problem is the coach and the GM. The GM has to bring in players that can create, players that can get to the basket, players that can draw fouls, and he's not doing that. And the coach, he has to be able to make adjustments, and I just don't see that in Quinn. I've never seen Quinn be a coach that can make adjustments, even in Utah. That's why they couldn't win playoff series, because he just doesn't make adjustments. He's stubborn. So I'll step back and let somebody else get in.
All right, my guy, Marion. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. We got RJ.
What's
good,
up, man? Long time no see, man.
Yeah, been a minute, man. Where you been at, bro?
Oh, man, working like crazy, man. I finally got to catch me a Hawks game. It's been a minute since I even watched them boys, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm in full agreement with you. I've been saying this for a while now. I think it's time for the Hawks to really hit the reset button. And I mean and not only that, it just really, when I watch the game, the first thing that really jumps out to me is that we go away from things that actually work. That's baffling to me, man. I don't understand it. You have something working in the first quarter, have something working in the first half. Second half, you throw that out the window and you start doing something completely different. I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened with Murray, man. It's like he just said, man, forget this. I'm about to get mine. In that second half, Murray, I mean, because he was doing his thing in the first half, and then he just went from, hey, man, I got to get mine now. And but one of the things I do want to say, I think all the guys really touched on good points, but I don't think nobody really talked about this. Our team doesn't play as a team. You know, you kind of got a bunch of guys doing their own thing, you know, and that's, you remember when we had the 60-win team, one of the biggest things about that team was, yeah, they didn't have no major superstar, nothing like that, but it was a team effort. You had that was team winning basketball. The Hawks don't have nothing like that now. That's the only downside, I think, when you have superstars on the team. You go away from playing as a team. You know, that's why I applaud guys like Curry. Curry, even though he's a star, he still plays within the offense. He plays within the team. The Hawks don't do that at all, man. We got a bunch of individuals. There's no Atlanta Hawks. It's just everybody else, and we just play for the Hawks. You know, I think that's the biggest problem with the Hawks right now. They're not playing it. For example, I would have Bogey being my Kyle Korver. Listen, man, that ball don't need to touch the flow, dog. If I kick it out to you and you open, you take the three. I need my guys to play like that. And I think that's the biggest problem with the Hawks that we have right now. They don't play as a team, man. They play as individuals. And when you're not playing team basketball, you can't win games. Or it's very tough to win games. You know, I'm still pissed off that we keep losing to the damn Hornets. Like, I don't understand that for the life of me. The team right now, that's why I say the reset button is important. You need to find guys that you can bring in and actually make a team. Right now, like I said before, man, it's a bunch of individuals. Find guys that you can bring in and make a team. You're my spot up 3-point shooter. You're my guy that's driving to the basket. You're my ball handler. And if you need a superstar to go off, Traeyoung go off. But the team as a whole is just all over the place. It's not built correctly. I do want to say this about Quinn, man. I don't know what his asphyxiation is with these Matthews guys, man. Like, he keeps putting these guys in and he keeps expecting these immaculate results. And I'm like, dude, they haven't been showing you anything all season. Sit them down. Try. That was one of my issues. And I'm going to say the same thing even when Nate was here. It was just like, man, just try something. Just if it's not working, try something, man. The definition of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again. That's what I see from Quinn Snyder, man. He just keeps doing the same thing. Oh, and I know people say, well, we don't have the guys. We don't have the guys. Bro, put somebody else out there. If one person, because somebody on that bench is hungry. Somebody want to get in that game. Somebody wants to get in there and make a name for themselves, man. But again, I think the biggest thing that this team needs to do, man, and I don't care where we finish or how it happens, man. They got to hit the reset button, man, and really get some guys in here who can play like a team, man. We're playing like a bunch of individuals right now. You can't win basketball like that. And I miss that 60-win team, man, because them dudes, they knew their role. Everybody played within their role. And now we just got a bunch of guys on the roster that are just out there doing their own damn thing, man. And I can't stand basketball like this, man. When you not hot, don't keep taking the three. Get it to the guy that's hot. You know, hey, man, but again, man, I think we all get up here and we spit a broken record about this team, man. But the only thing that can change, we need our front office to change, man. The front office has to change.
Hey, check it out, family. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to the open forum, right? And then y'all chop it up, and then I'll be back to end the stream.
Cool.
Cause my connection not good over here, and it's hella late over here too. So I'm just gonna bring everybody on, and then I'll be back. Probably gonna let it go to about an hour and a half, and then I'll end the stream. So let me just bring everybody on. That way, it's y'all.
Man, I thought Foot was gonna be doing this.
Foot ended up having he got his times mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so y'all go ahead, chop it up, man. Huh?
No, I was saying too early on a Saturday for Foot, ain't it? They Foot be having games.
He thought it was a 7:30 start. That's why.
Oh, okay.
So
I got
y'all go ahead, chop it up. Hey, I already put the link. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. I'll be back to industry probably in about an hour, man. So y'all hold it down.
Hey, Demond, pin the link.
No, they good.
Oh, okay.
Get here at the beginning. Man, I ain't got time because I ain't gonna be here anyway. So
yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna catch up with y'all, man. Y'all chop it up, man.
Yeah.
All right. I want to say appreciate all y'all coming over. That's on the We Hawk Talk family. Appreciate y'all coming over to the stream. But yeah, that was atrocious, bro.
Hey,
That
man.
was absolutely atrocious, bro. Like and it's like we ain't got no heart, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Got no heart. This dude did the Traeyoung, and there was no retaliation, bro.
And man, you know, that's another thing I want to talk about too, man. The lack of urgency this team has, man, is ridiculous, man. These boys have there's no fight out there, bro. And as a fan, that's the last thing you want to see, man. It's just no fight, man. It's almost like, man, you just lay down and take it, man. Pause, man. You just, come on, man. Stand up.
He said it best. I said, lay down and unbuckle your bra.
Yeah.
It goes back to my point where I feel like these guys are just playing for a check, because if you feel like you're championship pedigree, if you think that you can win a championship, you're gonna display everything we talking about. You're gonna be a dog out there, you're gonna get somebody's face, you gonna take no shit from nobody. But when you let other teams dog you like the first game we had with the Nets, you don't feel like you can win. You don't feel like you're a winner. You're not committed to winning. That's the only thing I can think about with this team. Why they get dogged the way they do, bro? Why they give up? Because you know why? They don't believe that they can win a championship.
But solution. I mean, we've been saying this for a while. I mean, I could tell you these people are out just collecting the check, but when the time comes to renew their contract, the GM give them a new contract. They don't got no heart, but yet they get rewarded for not having no heart. That's on the GM, not the coach. I'm sorry. I mean, Hunter. I love Hunter. What did he do the first half? He balled out. What did he do the second half? Disappear, man. He don't got no heart,
I'm about to say,
man.
yeah, to be fair, he didn't get the ball the second half.
He didn't get the ball. Our point guard was out there dribbling the air out the ball at the top of the key.
He got the ball.
He didn't, man. He only shot the ball 11 times.
DJ was out there dribbling the air out the ball at the top of the key.
Man, please.
Making sure he don't double dribble.
Again, that's the problem with the Hawks, and that's a problem with some of these fans. Y'all make excuses for these folks.
It's not an excuse, man. Like, he legit. If you look at the game, they went away from Hunter.
Him and Bay got frozen out. I'm telling you, the point guard shot 19 times. The point guard shot 19 times, and Bay shot 13, and Hunter shot 11.
Heard it all before.
If our point guard passed the ball more, if our point guard passed the ball more, we
heard it all before, man.
God, I've heard this with Traeyoung too.
That's gonna say you're right. You're right, DJ. That's why I'm cracking up. I've heard that. I heard that other nights, but I mean, of course, I didn't hear it from Matt, but I've heard that plenty other times too. I mean,
I agree.
I mean,
I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem with both of our. I think it's a problem with both of our point guards. Like, we never go back to what's working, ever. No matter if Trey's running or DJ's working.
I know you'll say that. I'm just laughing because I know Matt not gonna say that, and it's hilarious to hear Matt say somebody got frozen out and stuff like that.
I would say
see our wing guys get frozen out.
DJ is supposed to have a better decision maker. He's supposed to be a better decision maker than Trey was. That's what I was presented with. He's a better decision maker. He doesn't have some of the immaturity issues as far as shot attempts and knowing when to pass and versus when to shoot that Trey has. Those are the things that I was presented with in total. So, but that don't seem to be the case, right? When you're 8 for 19, right, and not playing any defense either. Well, I mean, I don't know what you want.
Matt,
Bay didn't get it. Hunter didn't get it.
Matt,
consistently.
For a second, fella. For a second, before we get into the Trey versus DJ argument that we always get into, can we hear from Can we hear from the panel members who didn't say anything yet, please?
Yeah, Matt, what's disappointing? Hey, Matt, what's disappointing is that we followed up a bad performance on another bad performance. And you know what? I come to the conclusion too, man, this is not a well-coached team at all. Because we sit up here and ask ourselves,
That's where I want to go, Solution. That's the
yeah,
point. But Matt
yeah,
love capping and love slobbing off Quinn so
So
much that
so
he
so
ain't gonna
so
say
how
who.
what is Quinn
He's like,
so what is Quinn supposed to
Bro,
do?
God
So
dang,
wait,
nigga.
what is
Like,
Quinn what's Quinn supposed to do when his point guard dribbling the air out the fucking ball at the top of the key,
bro,
not
it ain't
finding
no point.
anybody that's open?
Bro,
He not even making a
if you let a
simple
nigga talk,
Mike,
he'll
let me
hear what
finish.
you
Mike,
so
Mike,
quick to try and jump and say, bro.
Mike, I know you love
Bro,
DJ,
you
but
just
let
cut
me
me off
finish.
4
He got
words, bro.
he got
I said 4
he got
words, you get
JJ
triggered
wide
and you
open.
start.
He got JJ. He got. I'm not gonna overtalk you, Mike. Go ahead.
Thank you, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like we've seen this consistently, bro. I'm not absolving DJ. I'm not excusing DJ. I'm just saying that like it continues to happen. So what I said to you in the chat earlier, that is when it does go to the supposed offensive guru and offensive genius. Marion said he not making adjustments. He not doing this. Your star player not there. Now is definitely the time that I need to see Quinn, or I need to walk away from games saying Quinn won us that game. If Dre is playing well and stuff like that, then bro, yeah, man, you got to say something, man. DJ ain't Trey. I can understand when somebody telling me a coach can't say something to Trey because he's the star or something like that. But DJ ain't. Screw that nigga. Say something to him. What he gonna do? What they say? I got it.
So JJ was open multiple times, cutting to the rim. Bay was open multiple times. Dre was open multiple times. Then the dude out there dribbling the ball at the top of the key. Simple shit that a high school point guard should be able to make passes he's not making. I can't tell you how many times JJ flashed open at the rim and he didn't hit him, or Bay flashed open, he didn't hit him. There's not the play's open, the play's there. He's not making it. There was plays in the corner for Bay where they ran him off of a screen. He's open. The dude out there going between the legs, behind the back, trying to prove that he can dribble, and dude's wide open. And you could just see Bay drop his head. You know what I'm saying? It's the play's open, right? For all year, the Hawks have been in the top 10 in open shot frequency. They've had open shots all year long. That's not the problem. The problem is they're not hitting them when they get the ball, or B, they're not hitting them.
the problem is Quinn looks confused.
It's just not DJ.
The problem
JJ
is
as
Quinn
well.
looks
JJ going to the
confused.
rim, not aggressive enough finishing, not even trying to finish through contact. Throwing it to Bruno or Capella at the rim, what is that going to do? What is Capella going to do trying to go up against Nicholas Claxton? He can't finish through him. So
Matt, why did we end the game with 3 timeouts?
Because we were down by 15 with 5 minutes left.
So he never thought to use one timeout to stop that mirror to run. We were getting beat by one person. Why didn't we double team him? You keep talking about offense, Matt. You never talk about defensive adjustments, bro. Ever.
So how many did Bridges have? 20.
Bridges had 38 points, bro.
Yep.
So he had 20. So yeah,
we got beat by one player again. And he
had 21. He had 21 in the first half. He had 22 or whatever in the second half. Our best perimeter defender comes off the bench, which I made mention of that 3 games ago.
Why can't you double team him to make somebody else beat him? Why can't we do that? Hold up, man.
Because the last game we lost to Cam. The last game we lost to Cam Johnson.
With White Mike. I want to hear White Mike.
I want to hear White Mike.
Because I've never been on here with White Mike. What's up, White Mike? How you doing?
Let me tell you, White Mike's fucking pissed off. So let me.
There you go.
No joke, Landon.
Here's what I want to know. I'm tired of hearing about Trey, about DJ, about shit this, shit that. You know what? Where the fuck is Landry Fields? And I need him to explain to me. We knew we had this problem last year. We knew we had this problem last year. We didn't do shit in the offseason, Matt. We didn't do shit at the trade deadline, Matt. And we ain't done shit yet. This motherfucker collecting checks, doesn't have to answer any questions, never holds a fucking press conference. And when he does, it's nothing but a word salad. I'm sick of this shit. I mean, the motherfucker getting paid for nothing. And I'll throw Kyle Korver in there too. Because if he's teaching motherfuckers how to shoot, they need to fire his ass immediately. Because these fuckers can't shoot. They can't do nothing. I'm just sick of it. And I'm sick of Landry getting this pass from Matt and all to give Landry time to cook. That motherfucker has had since the end of last year to cook. And the only thing he's cooked is garbage. Garbage. And why the hell anybody's got faith? How the hell does anybody have faith in Landry? I don't know how the hell Matt has faith in Landry. I got zero faith in Landry. I got less than that in Wrestler. This shit ain't nothing but a swag conference every fucking night. And we're losing like bitches. And we're the laughing stock of the NBA. We can't even complete for the fucking play-in. Yeah. I mean, Landry ought to have his ass fired. And this Atlanta media who never ask any tough questions, never calls Landry or anybody on the carpet about the fact that they've done nothing. If I was Traeyoung, y'all could kiss my ass. Here.
100%. Landry ain't doing nothing. Wade Patty Mills and sign Trent Forbes.
I would say give Landry this summer to see what he can do.
God, Matt.
Matt.
He said that last year.
I mean, he hasn't. I will agree. He hasn't done much to date besides drafted very good, pretty good draft class. He got Okongwu
that they don't play.
He got DJ on the cheap.
That they don't play.
Matt, he was the one responsible for this goddamn trade in the first place.
Exactly.
With Trae and DJ.
He came from San Antonio. He knew exactly what he was getting.
Any other GM would have been fired for that shit. Anyone else.
He got catfished. I mean, what?
He didn't get catfished. Matt, he didn't get catfished.
He did.
No, he didn't. He went behind the other GM's back and made that goddamn trade.
How the hell do you get catfished when you come from the organization where that motherfucker played? You know exactly what you're getting.
In no way, shape, or form should Landry have a job right now. No way.
No way.
And then they don't even make him hold a press conference to ask, what the hell's going on here?
And also, he did the same goddamn thing when he drafted Kobe. I don't understand. If we're having a problem and size is a problem with Trae and DJ, why the fuck would you go get another point guard to play alongside Trae? That's stupid.
Well, he's really a combo guard. He's not really a point guard. Hey,
he's the same size.
When we get rid of DJ very soon here, he's gonna slide right in there at the.
He's the same size as DeJounte, Matt.
He's a much better defender. You can already see he's a better defender than DJ.
I don't care how good of a defender you are. You can't teach size.
Yeah.
He's 6'5".
How long?
No, he's not. He's 6'4".
How long are you gonna give this guy? Keep cutting this guy breaks.
Landry, I'm gonna give Landry this summer. If he can't produce this summer, then I'll say get rid of him.
Well, I thought you said you're gonna give him until the trade deadline. If he didn't trade DeJounte, you were gonna be upset. But now you changed your tone.
I was, and I said he should have traded DeJounte, but the offers that they got back, the offers that they got back. I don't y'all know I'm not high on DJ at all, but I wouldn't have took back some of the offers they got for him. I mean. Yes, I don't want DJ on the team, but that don't mean I want to give him away.
Matt, he didn't even move Capella.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Some of this stuff is just common sense. You don't get a point guard to go play with another fucking point guard. That's stupid.
Let me tell you what he should have done.
Buffkin is not a point guard.
Let me tell you what he should have done.
Matt, what's he running in? If he's not a point guard, what's he running in G League? What position does he play in G League?
He play majority in the G League. He plays point guard, but he plays both. Really, he's combo. In college, he played both. In college, he played shooting guard. In college,
I want one more point. Matt, had he made that trade with Dallas with Capella, Derek Lively's ass would be on this team right now.
That's true.
And he didn't do.
I'm not saying Landry's perfect. I'm just saying I think overall, given the circumstance, he's done a pretty good job.
He created the circumstances.
Based on what? Pretty good job based on what? Being under 500?
Because in 13, like I said, in 13 months, he got a pretty good draft class. I would say pretty good. He got DJ on the cheap. He got DJ on the cheap, Okongwu on the cheap. That's it. It's only been 13 months.
Because the organization is cheap.
Matt,
the organization is cheap.
Hold on, Matt. You didn't talk about what he gave away. I didn't hear anything about the 3 number 1 draft picks and the pick swaps and everything he gave away.
John Collins for a 2nd-round pick.
I mean, John Collins wasn't worth nothing. A lot of people thought we was gonna have to attach a pick to get rid of John Collins.
And
What's
none of our players are worth nothing.
What's Capella? What's Capella worth, Matt?
Yep.
Nothing.
And you could have moved.
I agree. I agree. We
could've
should have got
moved.
rid of Capella. I agree. We should have got rid of Capella, and we should get rid of Bogey as well. I agree with all that, Mike. I'm just saying, gave him a little bit more time to do those
problem,
things.
Matt, is by sitting here kicking that can down the road. Nobody's making Landry accountable for not doing shit and wasting Trey's time.
You know, the funny thing is that if we do fire Landry, he'll probably end up with San Antonio. He'll probably end up with the Spurs again, and then it'll look like they just used us.
I'm tired of
Well, if we do fire Landry, his son to be the next GM. What's his name? Nick Wrestler, and that's his son's name, right? Nick Wrestler. That'd be the next GM.
Everybody's just
good luck with that.
Checks here, man. Everybody's picking up checks.
Yeah.
Landry is awful, man. He's been awful since he's been here. He hasn't. Number one, he hasn't really done it. He hasn't done anything of noteworthy to even say that he's even qualified for the damn job.
Because he wasn't qualified for the damn job.
You know, Landry showed up.
What? Okay. What? We get the DJ thing. We get that it was bad. Okay. What else?
Clint.
Bro, what do you mean? What else? That created this whole thing.
What else is he responsible for in 13 months? What else?
How about the simple fact that he got the previous GM fired on some slick stuff?
We're not talking about that. On the
Matt,
job
you can't exclude that though.
Okay. Click.
What in 13 months? What did you want him to do that he hasn't done? Mike already brought up Capella. I agree. And
let me go.
I agree. Capella. What else?
All right, Capella had to go. He had to bring in some defensive talent during the offseason, knowing full well that he had a shit sandwich on his hands at the end of last year, and he did absolutely nothing. He brought in, let's talk about the people he brought in. Patty Mills.
Aaron Holiday last year.
Trent Forrest. I mean, guys on the cheap. All he's doing is putting guys, filling rosters out with minimum guys. He made no effort to improve this defense. None whatsoever. He made no effort at the beginning of the offseason, at the beginning of the season, or at the trade deadline. He did zero, Matt. Zero.
He also got rid of shooters and didn't replace shooters, which is why we can't shoot now.
And one of the things that you got to understand about the job of the GM, a GM has to have a vision for the team. I don't see any signs of a vision for this team that Landry has cast for anybody to see. The only thing that he's done is continuously bring in point guards and off guards. He hasn't thought about our bigs. He hasn't thought about our power forwards. He just continues to bring in these small players. The moving of Patty Mills, that was $8 million. He moved Patty Mills out just to save money, and then bring in Trent Forrest, which is a player that we had on a two-way. We haven't looked to do anything to make our front court more consistent. We have the smallest, the least amount of depth at our wing positions, and then we're trying to cover up our holes with Matthews, Patty Mills, and players who probably shouldn't even be in the league. I'm wondering if anybody's going to pick up Patty Mills. But players that probably shouldn't be in the league, these are the players that Landry has brought us to help with our debt. Our depth is terrible. And you're saying that we should give Landry time to do what? Time to make sure that we get traeyoung to the Spurs so that when he gets fired, he can go to the Spurs and be reunited.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. So you brought up the wing position and the depth at the wing position in our bigs. He drafted Mo Gay, that's 6'11". He got Miles Norris, who's 6'9". They're both on the G League. I understand that, but they're on the team. And Mo had a back fracture. Mo had a back fracture, or he would have been playing by now.
He would have been playing with the Hawks.
Same thing, Kobe. Kobe had. I mean, yes, we wanted him to develop in the G League, but he also had a thumb fracture while he wasn't playing earlier than
So we're
Did
looking
not.
to
Well,
second
none of them
round
did.
talent and G League talent to fill up our depth.
But that's
We should have gotten
the
Siakam
problem though.
or somebody.
So I mean that he also that's what I'm about to bring up
But
next. He
Matt,
tried
that's
to
the
get
problem.
Siakam, that fell
No,
through.
he didn't. He didn't try to get
Yes,
Siakam.
he did. He
He
tried to get
left Siakam
Siakam
on the
twice.
table. He left Siakam on the table. He was afraid
How did he
Siakam would
leave
walk.
Siakam
He
on the
left him
table?
on the table.
He tried to
Man,
get
you
Siakam
either
twice.
He wasn't willing to pay
man,
the
you
price
go
for
get them
Siakam.
or you don't. You know why we don't have Siakam? The reason why we
Why?
don't have Siakam is the same reason when you sitting there naming off all them folks. I told y'all 1,000 times, man. I really don't get this. It's like in one breath, Matt, and anybody else, y'all, you know, everybody wants to say trade this, trade that. He the superstar. We wasting his time. We doing all this, but yet y'all want to keep just getting a bunch of rookies and think they about to help Trey. Now, like, bruh, ain't none of these niggas finna be no true key pieces to help us in playoffs and all that stuff until another 3 years. I done said this 1,000 times. The only young person I care about and that should be getting attention and all that type stuff is JJ. The rest of them, okay, good draft picks. Send them on up out of here and get some players in here to play with Trey right now. Because y'all keep saying wasting Trey time. Trey contract, what, 3 more years? Man, I mean, unless these guys like just turn and be some magic. But if you want to take on average of the league, how it normally happens with rookies and their development, bro, it's gonna take 3 to 4 years, man. It's just gonna take 3 to 4 years. That's the natural progression. Or if they're especially not drafted, if they're not drafted in the top 5, bro, it's 3 to 4 years, man. That should be your expectation anyway. Still, no matter where they pick, it'd be kind of hard when folks be writing rookies off all quick because they ain't doing this. I'm like, bro, that's not realistic. You know, that's not reality. But yeah, bro, we just can't keep doing that. It's like I don't get that. It's like we giving credit for all these moves, but bro, I would give credit to Landry for all those moves, Matt, if we were rebuilding. If we were rebuilding the team, trying to build up and stuff like that, I'm like, bro, we got some good
We are
young players.
retooling the
We
team.
gonna do this, and that. But bro, it's like, what are we doing here? Are we supposed to be competing, or are we supposed to be rebuilding?
We're retooling the team. We're not
And
Bro,
that's
we
rebuilding.
ain't got
and
time
that's
for
you
that.
know what
We ain't got time for that with these rookies. That's
yeah,
gonna take too long.
that's the problem with the Hawks right there. They're not focused on building like the guy said about having the vision. They so worried about salary dumping and not constructing a competitive team. And that's a disservice to the fan base, bro. You more concerned about salary fucking dumping than getting quality players in here that can go around a generational talent. And it's bullshit. That's why we have the product we have on the floor now.
But White Mike left. I was about to ask him. I mean, another trade. Tried to do at the deadline to get Herb Jones, a good defender that would help with our defense.
So are we counting?
DeJounte Murray couldn't even get us Herb Jones.
So are we counting failed trades now?
Yeah, we
No,
count failed trades.
No.
Exactly what we're doing.
Y'all are complaining about the roster.
That's the Landry's credit.
Y'all
that
are
we couldn't
complaining
get
about
those
the
trades
roster,
done.
rightfully so. But I'm giving you the fixes that was made to the roster. That, I mean, like I said, DJ, who are some in here, Harold as this really good player, couldn't even get us Herb Jones. So, I mean, how good is he? He couldn't even get us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, why are you excusing Landry
get us
for
a third starter?
I think he
Why you
is a good
excusing
player.
Landry
It's just
for getting
that
him, man?
New Orleans got whatchamacallit though. I mean, I'm pretty so they were just trying to get more. I mean, every team probably gonna try us, to be honest with you, though. But New Orleans got CJ. They got CJ, and then DJ not a better defender than Herb. So it's like, if I'm them, I'm not necessarily doing that. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
But I thought he was a good player.
No,
Matt,
your GM
you got CJ. DJ is not a better offensive player than CJ McCollum.
The point is he's not that good. Okay.
The thing about it,
DJ is not. DJ not better than CJ offensively. If anything, that's a top. Go ahead, Mary.
I said the thing about it is that when Landry shows up to the negotiation, nobody respects him. Landry is a first-time GM. He gets no credit for the DJ trade in the first place, so everybody thinks that they can take advantage of him.
I don't even
what
think it's
happened.
that.
No,
I think
he
it's
does get
That's
credit
what
for
has
it.
happened.
Did
Everybody looks at Landry and says,
you
we can take
have the
advantage of him
same
because
did
he
you
don't
have the
know what
same
he's doing.
Mary
And they're right.
Mary did you have the same thought of Brad Stevens when he got in the front office with Boston?
I
Do
don't
you think
care
that was
about
a
Boston.
perception
I
of
hate
him?
Boston.
No, exactly.
I give absolutely nothing for Boston.
I mean, that's an opinion. You can have that opinion about Landry. I'm saying I don't think it's based on any facts.
Look at the failed trades for your facts. What trades have he brought in?
Because
what trades can you point
hold on,
to that you said that Landry Fields have won?
Because the
What
players
trades
on
can
the
you look at
roster
that you
aren't
say
good
Landry Fields
enough.
won that trade?
Because the players on the roster aren't good enough to yield better
What
players.
trade can you say that Landry Fields have won?
He hasn't made any trades because he's not trying to take a loss.
Hey, Matt, do you feel like
I respect that.
Matt, do you feel, can you honestly say that the GMs around the league respect Landry Fields the way he helped Nick Wrestler undercut
I mean,
Travis
I don't
Grant?
think, in my opinion, I don't think that's relevant. I don't think that
You don't think so?
I think that's very relevant.
Hold on, wait. Let me ask Larry. Let me ask you. Do you think people around the league? Do you think people around the league didn't want to deal with the Lakers because Rob Pelinka undercut Magic to get the president job with the Lakers? No. Is it relevant today? No. Did he get heralded for making massive trades his second year as the GM to reshape that roster at the deadline last year? Yes. So is he respected as a top GM now? Yes. So
Landry don't have that soft. Landry, remember, Pelinka was a top
agent
before he was a GM.
No, but I'm talking
so he
about
already
his
got
reputation around the league.
relationships throughout the league.
But his reputation
Landry
around the league when Magic left, and the story was he undercut Magic to get the job, but that didn't inhibit his ability to make trades.
Who did he trade
That's
for?
what I'm saying.
Who did he trade for?
And
last year at the deadline,
and he just told you why I did.
Who?
But I'm saying Larry just told him why I
who he
did.
got?
Who? What trade did Pelinka win?
He got Jared Vanderbilt. He got a bunch of guys. He got Rui Hachimura. He got a bunch of guys last year at the deadline. He got Malik Beasley. He got a bunch of guys.
Man, that helps when you have LeBron James on your team too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with his the original premise of the question was the relationship that Landry may or may not have around the league, and because
Larry,
he undercut Travis to get the job.
The thing about it is
And I'm telling you,
and nobody said because Matt. Nobody said because Larry answered your question, and no, they did not say because he undercut him is the reason he don't have the connections. He didn't have the connections before he undercut him. Part of the undercutting process, or whatever.
Larry, did you say connections, or you said his reputation? I thought somebody said I thought somebody said his reputation, not his connections.
I got a question for everybody on the panel. If they come out, because you know what, if you listen to Landry, he said, "Oh, this is gonna take time," which is bullshit. Listen, if they finally come out and say that they're gonna rebuild, is that indicative that they have failed Trae Young?
Absolutely, I think so.
Okay, and then second part, do you think that means that he's gonna request a trade?
I think he's on. I think he's on the way to doing that anyway.
I don't think so.
Yes,
not
bro.
this year.
You know why he don't ask for a trade? Because Dennis Schroeder ain't even want to stick around for no rebuild, man.
and I don't think it's I don't think it's a rebuild. We don't need a rebuild. We just need to
What?
We don't need
Are you crazy?
Man,
Did you just see these
whatever you do, he gone.
You have the point guard, you have the shooting guard, you have the small forward or power forward, whatever you see. I think JJ is more of a power forward, but whatever. You got that
shooting guard.
Who's the shooting guard, man?
Who's the shooting guard?
Who's the shooting guard, man?
Kobe Buffkin.
Oh,
he's a point guard, but go ahead.
He's a shooting guard. He played shooting guard in college. He's a shooting
He runs
guard.
point guard in G League. I don't care what he played in college.
No, but even so though, Matt. Even so though, you're counting Kobe as like this is the guy at the two that's going to get us where we want to go.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because
You
I
really
don't
counting that
need
right now.
I don't need my shooting guard to be a superstar. So yeah, I mean
Nobody said that, Matt. Nobody said that. Nobody's saying that, bro.
Then why did you say get us where we need to go? Yeah, he's a piece to get us where we need to go. He's not the piece. I will
All
get a
right, so
wing player.
All right, so Kobe Buffkin is a starting two guard on a playoff basketball team that not even that misses the play in.
I mean, you talking about with 20 games left in the season?
No, nigga. I'm talking about what you saying, that you just marketing saying we got this so that we ain't got to worry about it because we got it.
So hold on. Okay, here's my question. So Kobe Buffkin is a shooting guard, right? So you feel comfortable with Kobe Buffkin going up against Jaylen Brown in the playoffs? We're all cool. You're cool with that?
Next season, absolutely. Once he gained a little bit more weight, absolutely. He's a very good. Okay. You can see it already. He's a very good defender, and he's not the same as DJ. He's an all around better, in my opinion, all around better player than DJ. He finishes around the rim much better than DJ's finishing around the rim.
Bro, you talk like Kobe Buffkin been in the league for 10 years or something, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I understand, Matt. I understand projecting. I understand potential and projection. Like I'm not gonna deny that he could be that. But like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like the way you talking, like that's just like
there's plenty of other players around the league that are in their second year.
Bro, he got to develop a shot, bro. He ain't even got a pure shot right now. He barely can use his right hand, bro. Like, what are you talking about, Matt?
What do you mean he barely uses his right hand? What are you talking about?
That's why Dennis Smith Jr. was hounding his ass up and down the court.
Exactly.
And he had to eventually pass that ball off to JJ because he couldn't bring it up.
He's not a pure point guard. I just said that. He's a shooting guard. But he can't handle the ball.
Either way, you still got to be able to use your other hand.
Especially, he was able to run some second side action today. He did. He set up Bay.
So we supposed to have a shooting guard. So we supposed to have a starting shooting guard, bro. That we can't. That can't. I guess create their own shot.
He can create his own shot. Well, I don't know what y'all talking about. He can't. If you're asking, can he run the point guard position for 40? Can he run the point guard position for 40 minutes a night? Probably not. But that's not his job.
I'm talking shooting guard, bro. I ain't talking point guard no more. Shooting guard, man. I don't know. I'm all right, bro. It's your opinion.
How
man.
much of the
Mike?
How much of the offense
to be like that's something we ain't got to worry about? But all right.
How much of the offense does Jaylen Brown run for Boston?
I mean, he could be the backup and everything like that and continue to develop and stuff, bro. But bro, I don't know about, I don't know, man.
He's not a pure shooter, bro. He's not a pure shooter yet. He's nowhere near a pure shooter, bro.
He's a scorer. You don't have to be a pure shooter to run off screens and shoot to be a shooting guard.
But I thought that's what we needed next to Trae, though. Every other time people saying that's what we need next to Trae.
No, you need somebody that can score off the ball. He can't score off the ball, but that means shoot. That means he could get to the. That's why I mentioned earlier. He finishes around the rim significantly better.
So what is DeJounte then? What is DeJounte then?
DeJounte is a ball dominant point guard that scores on isolation and not that great at finishing around the rim. Doesn't get to the free throw line.
So Kobe's good at that then.
Yeah, Kobe, he looks to be better. He, as Mike said, he projects to be better.
We don't even need to debate it, bro.
Okay, so you got your point guard in Trae, and you got your shooting guard in Kobe. Go ahead. Who else?
JJ. I think JJ's a 4. I think that's solidified. So JJ's a 4.
So who's your 3?
He's a 4. He's not a. Right,
that's what we're looking. That's what we're looking. We're looking for a 3. That's what we're looking. Well, for me, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 3. I would bring Hunter back next year off the bench. I'm fine with Hunter coming off the bench next season. And then a Conwoo at center. See what that looks like next season. If you don't like it around trade deadline, I would go out. That's why I think it's important that I'm gonna say lose, but I think it's important that you get a good pick this year in the draft. There's a lot of good centers in the draft this year.
Okay, so the team you just described won't win as many games as we did last year or this year.
It's a 32-win team.
How you suppose that?
You talking about next year?
We haven't even got 5 starters. How can you suppose that? You don't even know what the
problem. Here's the problem, Matt. You project Buffkin to be your shooting guard,
that
He's
catch
too
shoot.
small, man.
Out of the University of Michigan, Buckman was a 29% 3-point shooter.
Okay,
So you're
then.
saying that that's who you want as your catch and shoot shooting guard because you don't want him to handle the ball.
Are you looking at the last 30 games when he actually was
Does it
integrated
matter?
into the
Does it
offense?
matter?
Yeah, it matters
30
because I,
games
I
in the
it matters
30
because
games in the G League.
it matters it matters because I actually watch Michigan for all the time. I watch
Matt,
him.
what is he doing in the NBA though?
I know how he played. I know
Matt,
how to
Matt,
use
give me give me his NBA stats. Not the G League. Not
He
the G League part. Give me
He can't.
what
Because
is he
ain't
doing?
nothing to talk about.
I
He
mean,
just came
because
out
he
from
hasn't
Virginia.
That's what I'm saying.
because he
That's
hasn't
the thing
played
though.
enough
It's the
minutes.
difference.
Because he hasn't played enough minutes
No,
in the
bro.
NBA.
Don't say no
I
enough
know,
minutes,
but
bro. It's still the percentage.
You a
What
hater,
he's
man.
saying is still the same thing. Are he hitting the shots up the same way
how
as
many
he was
threes
getting
did he?
shots up in
I mean,
College
I'm
Park?
sorry. I know.
Yo, this dude
Apparently,
ran
y'all
a
need to see things in
4.22.
front of y'all for y'all to believe him. But
Yo, this dude ran a 4.22.
I feel like I can
Yeah, I heard
protect
about
forward
that.
Kobe with what I see.
Xavier
I mean,
Worthy.
So
I like Kobe and
y'all
all,
told
but I
me, just like y'all told me, DJ can run the point, which it doesn't look like he can, because the offensive creation is awful. The last two games, when teams that actually have point guards or creators or connectors play against us, the offense looks terrible. So, and it's not because there's not a open shots available. It's because DJ can't hit open shots or can't find the guys to hit the open shots. He can't
Hey, man,
he can't read the
it's
defense.
supposed to
He can't
be
find the easy
your
read.
all that you said. We got it. We do, bruh. It's supposed to be and should be JJ, but JJ continues to play hoish, and it's a little
Yeah, he been
upsetting to
nasty
me.
as hell.
I don't know why he's doing it, but JJ is all of that. DJ don't have to be as much as what he is. JJ can even be his pass. Even the way he can't. I feel like he can be even more aggressive in his initiating the offense and stuff like that. I think he being a little too laid back and casual even with that though. I mean,
It
he
was three
definitely
times
need to
he
be
was at
aggressive when he get
the
into the
rim.
paint.
Yeah, it was three times he was at the rim, Mike, and he literally was at the rim and turned around and passed it open to a guy that missed.
Mike, I told you his
You
ability.
did tell me that, man. You did tell me that.
It's not his
He
handle.
was
talking
at
about
the
me,
basket. He was
It's
at
not
the
his
basket.
handle.
He talking
Mike.
about me.
It's his mindset, and I told you he's never had an aggressive mindset.
That was disappointing, man. That was real disappointing for JJ.
I'm gonna make this last
I would go
point.
out and go get a wing. I would go out and go get a wing player, whoever that is.
That's why he can't be a
summer.
power forward. He has to be a
Why not?
wing, Matt. Because
Why?
the way he passes, he has to be a wing, bro.
Why? I don't. Well, explain that to me.
He said
He
don't
plays
finish
like a small
stronger
forward.
than
He
the
doesn't
paint.
play
He
like a
passes that
big.
stuff up.
He doesn't attack the basket like a big. We can't have our power forward playing like a small forward offensively. You just said it. I'm agreeing with you. We need a aggressive power forward. Like you know what?
I mean,
I'm not
you
even
don't need
big
to.
on Bangkok, but if you had a guy like Bangkok who was a banger down there, the guy for North Carolina offensively, he is a power forward with offensive low game, defensive. Kind of the more Siakam just can't shoot threes yet, but he shoots good free throws.
But Larry, I thought we was trying to rebalance the roster as far as the offensive contribution away from the backcourt and into the front court. So if I got JJ at the three,
yeah,
I need a 20-point. Ideally, I would want a 20-point score at the three, not JJ. He's not aggressive enough.
Who we drafting that that's going to be that? I think JJ got potential.
I mean, I would go out and try to trade for that type of player.
Wait, what?
Who we going to trade for what?
With what?
Y'all told me DJ's valuable, so DJ should be able to give me something. And
I'm telling you that Landry Fields don't have the respect of line lead to command what we need.
Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna make this point, man. Then I'm a hop off. Listen, man. Until we address size, we done played around with guards, drafted guards, man. Back from Mookie. I mean, we didn't draft Mookie, but we done have so many guards over the couple decades. We can keep going on. Stacey Altman, Smith, Smitty. We had a lot of good guards come through here. And what have that done for this franchise? We have still not won a championship with front court investments. Let me tell you something. We have a very big problem on this team. when it comes to size, and that's why we get. They threw a stat up there on Bally Sports talking about we're like top 2 or 3 in second chance points. What does that do for us? We still can't fucking win with second chance being having a stat like that. Let me tell you something. Dallas, they got lively. Dallas got lively. Um, Boston got Porzingis. Fucking Minnesota got the Twin Towers. Fucking Clippers got Zubac and they got rebounders. I mean, we do not we went and gave a Congo an extension, and we talking about trying to play him at center. He's undersized and he's a young guy. He still needs to get in the gym. Capella, we looking at his decline in front of our eyes. JJ, we got to run JJ out there at center, and that shit looked embarrassing when Quinn tried to run to that shit there in the fourth quarter. I mean, Utah got Kessler. They can run fucking marketing. Man, we don't have size, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Miami game. They got Kane, they got Robinson, they got Jovic, and
Yeah.
we trying to run borderline. Even though Bruno has been playing a little bit better, but he's not a good
Yeah, I like
defender,
Bruno.
man. I do like
I
Bruno, but
like
that's
Bruno.
I mean, it's just we
He
have
hustle.
to
He
address,
okay.
and that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna run Trey, you gotta put size around Trey. And they're not putting no size around this guy. And everybody, Lakers went out there and gave Harry Giles a 2-way contract. I mean, why isn't we won't address size on this team? I do not understand it.
Cause
Somebody explain to me, bro.
the owner don't care, bro.
He
Like
don't.
this season is a wash, man. Like
Yeah.
you can't tell me a team that wants to win or wants to put their position to have a better second half doesn't address the size issue on the roster. What you do though is you release Patty Mills. Okay, so he had $8 million option, I think, next year, something like that. You release Patty Mills and you sign Trent Forrest. How does that help you? How
No
does that help
way.
you?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? You're down
We're not
your
my
hold on. We're
You
down
probably save money.
our best big and Okongu, who's 6'8", 6'9", like you said. We
Yep.
failed to address to go get dudes that are 6'10" and 6'11". You know what I mean? Kai Jones is in the Bahamas right now balling. Freak athlete, can jump, can dunk, can shoot the ball. Waiting to be signed by an NBA team again. We don't reach out to him. Dwight Howard's still serviceable. Boogie is in Taiwan putting up 40 and 15 a night. He's still serviceable. We just don't care, bro.
They
Like,
don't
like
care.
we don't care, man. You know what I mean? This team is washed. I have a seeking suspicion, man. Like, if the Hawks are going to trade somebody, bro, this is just me. I'm just looking between the lines, man. Like, I will seriously wait to see what San Antonio, what kind of pick they get in the lottery, and go ahead and trade Trey over there for that lottery pick. If it's like top 2, top 3 for this year's draft, along with some other
you
picks
can't
and
be
maybe Vessel
serious.
and whatnot, huh,
You can't
No,
be
it
serious.
don't. I mean,
You
bro?
watch this. You watch this shit today, and you want to trade.
You don't get what I'm saying. It's time to blow the team up, man.
yeah.
No,
It's time to blow
no,
the
you don't
team up,
do
man.
that. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Bro,
They
it's
Matt,
over,
brought
it's time to
That
guys.
blow the team
rarely
up.
that rarely works, Juan. That rarely works.
It's time to blow the team up.
Hey, it's over. It's over. Just it's over.
I
Rebuild.
mean, Matt, how
Straight
many
up.
times you want to watch
Trey
this
Young
same
gonna knock on the
basketball?
door. He gonna
How
knock on the door.
Well,
You
I
ain't got to.
mean,
He ain't.
I think what Juan is saying. I mean, I agree, but at the end of the day, like, what are we saving, Juan? What did you want him to save at the trade deadline?
Well,
A
Matt,
sinking ship?
No one wants to come here, man. Look at the writing on the wall. No one wants to come play for a losing organization with a sorry ass front office. You're not gonna get no great players to come here, and they can't even sign players on the street. And how many more years you want to watch this? It's the same players with the same identity. How many
Bro,
more years you want to watch this, Matt?
I
a
want
lot
to
of
get, I want to get, I want to give Landry and Quinn the opportunity to go get
no,
their, who
no,
admittedly they don't have their players.
no.
I want to give them the
No, you're
opportunity
not
to go
getting
get
no
their
play.
players.
What players you gonna get? You're not gonna go above the tax, luxury tax. So what players you gonna? You're just gonna shed more salary next year, and you know this. You know we picking up Jalen Johnson's fifth year option. You know Okongu and DJ's extension is kicking in next year. Who you gonna go get? Come on, man.
I'm getting
Why we
I'm getting
doing
rid
this?
I'm getting rid of DJ. I'm getting rid of Capella. That's
Nah,
50
bro.
million right there. Like I said,
Bro.
we already got the players on the contracts. Juan, we just need to
Bro, y'all
consolidate.
keep. I'm gonna tell you right now, man.
You
Y'all
know, man.
keep putting all this hope in the.
You do it on the business account.
Juan.
It looks like he's gone, man.
But we have the contracts. We just need to consolidate them. Bogey and Capella combined next season is $45 million.
Man, they probably gone this
one
offseason.
player.
They probably gone this offseason, bro. I can't see this team
just
running
take
back.
that same $45 million, Juan, and just put it in one player.
Who you gonna go get? You keep saying one player. Who are you gonna go get?
I mean, I gotta look who's available this summer.
Exactly. You're not gonna get
I don't
Carl
know right
Anthony
now.
Towns. You're not getting Pascal Siakam. You're not getting Paul George. So stop saying go put it in one player because we're not doing that.
They ain't coming here.
What about
Maybe
what about Brandon Ingram? Maybe if they falter in the play.
Brandon Ingram is they in the 5th seed right now, man. They're not gonna let him go.
I said if they
Matt,
falter in the
you
playoffs.
think Landry gonna do any of that stuff you talking about?
Thank you.
Landry ain't gonna do nothing, man.
I'm just saying he could. I'm just saying,
He's
give him the
trash, man. I'm
opportunity.
telling you, people be laughing when I say Landry gonna be fired. They're gonna be the best thing to happen to the Hawks first.
I agree with that.
Landry gonna be fired. Once Landry gets fired, then you can start the rebuild. You cannot trust him with the rebuild. You can't trust him with nothing right now. You can see he ain't got no guts. He got played with DJ and all of that. So the man is trash. So ain't nothing gonna you win championship starts with the GM. I don't care what sports you talking about, the GM, and start with the GM.
Yep.
The GM have to pick the coach. And when he picked the coach, he got to pick the best coach possible. And if he can get that championship coach and then go and then you make a decision with that coach to either build through the draft or buy a championship. When you buy a championship, you're looking to win right then and there. And when you build through the draft, you're looking to build a dynasty. That's the way you build a championship team. Landry is, listen to me, Landry is not a good GM.
You don't know that.
The Atlanta Braves GM is a good GM.
Matt,
he decided to build through the draft, and now he has built a dynasty.
Matt, let me ask you.
Leave Landry alone, Matt.
Let me
tell you what the biggest mistake. Let me tell you the biggest mistake Landry made in getting a coach. He did it in a haste. That was a bad decision. He should have let it play it out so he could have looked at the new coaches coming through the league that is going to be available. He did it in a haste. The man do not know what he is doing. Now he got tricked by Pop. He finna lose his all-star. And now y'all gonna trust it. If the owners is stupid enough to leave this man in place, to trust him with the rebuild, they is in a crazy awakening that he gonna put the fans and themselves in a long time to get back to it. It took 50 years to get to a conference final.
That's facts.
50 years, man.
Facts.
In all them years, we only had 2 conference finals. Guess what? Al Harvard took us to a conference final. Guess what we didn't do as a stupid organization? We didn't re-sign him.
Didn't re-sign him.
The man just wanted a max contract. Him and T were treated like doo-doo. They were 2 players that were partnered up that they could have continued to build with and probably got something. And then if they tanked and then you added Traeyoung to them, you probably would have got even more out of that. But you don't. But the management don't see that. Right now, the management did not build around Trae after the conference final. He did not build around.
I agree. That's
Landry messed up everything. This is what Travis said this. I'm gonna tell you why Travis. Everybody don't remember when I predicted that Travis was gonna get fired, that Nate was gonna get Travis fired, and then Nate was gonna get fired. You know why I said that? Because when Travis did not want to hire Nate, and Travis told me that I'm saying that when I was with him on a little podcast thing, calling back and forth, he said that he got good players, but he got the wrong coach. His first point was making that he should have never got a beginning coach with Traeyoung. That was his first mistake. Second, with Nate McMillan, when he didn't want to sign Nate McMillan, he signed him anyway because he thought it was the right gesture to do because Nate got him to the Eastern Conference Final from being 10 games under under 100. 10 games under. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying that.
Yeah.
10 games under. Okay. So you know what? How Nate got him fired? Nate did not play his draft picks. Nate did not play his players on the bench. Guess what that made him look like? And I'm telling you right now, his players was good. Silver was good. Dang was good. Okay. Tony Snell was good. Nathan Knight was good. Lemon Pepper Lou was good. And then you had Jalen Johnson was good. Cooper was good. Skylar Mays was good. And guess what? He did not want to get Cam, but he got Cam because Pierce asked for Cam. So when he did those certain things, so then when Nate did not play his players, it made him look bad. And they went and they started losing. Guess who Nate wanted? This is what Nate wanted. Nate wanted Wright and TLC. Nate played TLC and Wright in front of Travis players. He played TLC in front of Cam, which made him look bad again because he made Cam pick look bad. And then he played Wright in front of Lemon Pepper Lou. Okay, that made getting Lemon Pepper Lou look bad and made Cooper look bad and made Skylar Mays look bad. Because
we was already backed up at the point guard position. I
know that's the point I'm making, because he had already got Cooper to come in to back up Trey. But then your boy Nate wanted to go get Wright. And then he played him in front of him. We backed up. That is the reason why Cooper he gave up his two-way contract and wanted to leave. Jalen Johnson was so mad that he didn't get playing time over TLC. You're not understanding the point I'm making.
Trash in summer league. That's why he didn't make the roster. He was trash.
Yeah. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You have to play, in order for a GM to look good or look bad, you have to play his picks. He picked Cooper to be the backup point guard for Trey, period. That was his decision. The team was already been in the process of picking. He had already built the team.
I mean, but he was like the second to last pick of the draft.
That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making.
He didn't pick.
You're not understanding, Matt. The point I'm making is that when you got a GM, the GM have to be the one who makes the decision and picking the players to win.
I agree. He didn't play
chemistry, because sometimes you can look at a player, regardless of where they are picked, they could be right for the team. They could be the camaraderie. It could be the gesture between the players, how they relate to one another. They have to be right for the team. It ain't always got to be
you take the best player available,
draft pick.
You take the best player available. You don't take the fucking best fit.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Sometimes the best player is not always available. You can't go say, "Oh, I want to win."
If the Hawks got a sucky ass record and I get a low draft pick, if you get a lottery pick, somebody should be good. Like you take the
right.
If you got a lottery pick, you take the best player available. Don't be taking no goddamn fit.
Right.
You can sign somebody for a fit. You know
I ain't talking about the lottery pick. I ain't talking about lottery pick. Coop and JJ was not picked on the lottery. They were not picked on the lottery. The only time the Hawks had a lottery pick was with Trey. And then they had a lottery pick. Only other time they had a lottery pick, if I'm not mistaken, when they got Harvey. And then you're going to go on down the line. They had a lottery pick when they got ready to get Dominique. If you want to just go into all that stuff, I ain't finna go in history. I understand what you're saying about the lottery pick. Hell, you guess what? You know who made the worst lottery pick when Trey was coming out? The Suns. Guess who they got? Aiden.
Man,
he was the #1 draft.
Yeah, the Suns should have drafted Luke. I'm a
They could have got Luke.
I'm so glad they ain't.
They could have got Luke.
We got that.
But they got Aiden.
Y'all done. The Kings could have had that nigga. That's crazy. And y'all could have had that nigga. That's crazy. I feel
right. And from your point in the lottery, you picked the best player. And sometimes it's hard to distinguish. Just like in Michael Jordan case.
Honestly, this is the problem with your organization.
Michael Jordan didn't even get picked number one in his pick.
They don't care. Once I saw they traded Luka and they drafted Luka and traded him, they don't care about winning. Y'all franchise is about money, and the owner and the GM don't give a fuck. Y'all shit on default, bro.
You don't understand. You don't understand what went on with that draft.
I'm telling you, your organization don't care about winning, so they're not gonna hire no good GM. They don't give a fuck. They're just gonna hire somebody they know.
They're not gonna hire no good GM.
I mean, they might hire a good coach. They might draft a few players here and there, but they don't care about winning. It's like everybody's on like default where they just draft, they just trade, they just sign. It's like it's on autopilot. I can tell that they care about the money. Whoever on that team,
about the money. They're not gonna try to win. So, well, that's
maybe so, but I applaud, like I said, I applaud Landry for I would say, if you want to say conservative approach, fine. But I'd rather him do that than Dallas, right? Very aggressive, I would say stupidly aggressive, and putting together a misfit roster that's going to bottom out in the first round. No offense. So, I mean, I would rather take the, for sure, measured approach than just willy-nilly doing trades to do them, to be in a luxury tax to get eliminated in the first round. They don't get me nowhere either.
Bro, we went to the Western Conference Finals.
I know, and then last year y'all missed the whole playoffs. But I'm just
we tanked on purpose to get the number 10 pick.
That's what we doing. Tanking to get a top pick.
Oh yeah, ain't no wrong with tanking. But I'm just saying, like, okay, even if we did have a misfit roster and we got the better player, besides the point, Mark Cuban, even though he just sold the team, but Mark Cuban, his coach for the Mavericks, he cared about winning.